just in time. Daniels pumping, looking to take off. Daniels on the run at the 5. Stiff arm. Daniels down at the 2. It is Jaden Daniels end zone.
Let's go! We going to the playoffs, baby. We going to the playoffs. Let's go. What's good, y'all? This your boy Dream Team Buddha coming back to you with another episode of Everything Commanders. Let's go. We made it to the playoffs, baby. That's right. We clinched playoff berth. We in the playoffs, Slim. Woke up this morning feeling real good. Last night, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Last night had me on the edge of my seat, but we did it. We did it. Let's go. 11-5, double-digit wins, playoffs. That don't even go together with the Commanders. It's new. It's refreshing. And I love it. And I know you love it too. Let's go. And we in the 6th seed. We in the 6th seed. That means we'll play against the Rams if the playoffs started today. Let's go. Man, look, I've been dancing in my sleep. Oh, man. Anyway, what a game it was yesterday. I'm talking about from start to finish. I knew Michael Penix Jr. was going to come in there and, I didn't think he was going to look too, much like a rookie, but I was hoping that we could make him look like a rookie. In that first drive that they had, he looked like a rookie. When he threw that pick, I was like, oh, we finna run away with this one. But boy, man, oh man, was I wrong. that pick right there got us 7 points. We scored a touchdown, and Jaden Daniels threw a touchdown, I think, to Zach Olamide Zaccheaus. And we was up 7-0. I'm thinking we finna be smooth sailing. No. B.J. Robinson said, hold my beer. He turned up. He didn't get 100 yards on us, but he turned up. And he had 2 touchdowns in the first half of the game. And this started looking like the Eagles game last week when we let Saquon Barkley go off on us in the first half, man. Oh my God, I'm like, here we go again. Like, we didn't learn from last week. Like, what are we doing here? They kept gashing us on the outside. Like, at some point, you got to say, okay, he's done this several times. He's going to do it again. They kept going to her. We kept bunching up, going to the center of the line of scrimmage, thinking that he's going to run to the center of the line of scrimmage. He ain't going up no gap. He want to bounce everything to the outside, and that's what he want to do. And it took them maybe 10 carries for them to 10 big runs for them to understand that everything BJ doing is he want to fake go to the inside and bounce to the outside. He has the speed. He's very shifty. But we wasn't tackling well at all. I'm talking about he yanking people out their feet. You know what I'm saying? Like out their shoes. And I'm like, man, hold up, man. Like, we got to find somebody that could tackle this dude, because if we don't tackle this dude, it's going to be a long day. This boy looking like Saquon Barkley Jr. out this joint. And BJ can hold his own. He his own man, whatever the case may be. But he was just looking that damn good yesterday, man. I can't wait till we get us one of those, you know what I'm saying, at running back. I mean, B-Rob do what he do, but, we all know he's more of a bruiser. He's not the change of pace, shifty back that, you know what I'm saying, that we really actually could use on our roster. I mean, Austin Eckler doing it, hope he get well soon, and hopefully he be able to return during the playoffs. But Austin Eckler a little older in age, you know what I'm saying, but he's a savvy vet, and hopefully we can get us a young gun that can, well, hold up, before I go any further, Chris Rodriguez did his thing. Boy did his thing. He looked like that shifty running back that we need, but he ain't the fastest running back in the world. But he run with a lot of power, and he's a lot more shiftier than B-Rob. Now, don't get me twisted. B-Rob is a dog, but the run game ain't been looking too good the past few weeks. And I don't know what that's from, or whatever the case may be, but hopefully we can get back on track with B-Rob running the ball, because I would love to see him get more yards, especially against this Cowboys game coming up. I don't think he's hurt, so I think he should play that full game. And I don't think Jaden Daniels should play. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, first quarter, like I said, we caught that pick, and we scored 7 points. Then they got the ball back. We stopped them. Then we had got the ball, and Jaden Daniels threw a pick. I kind of like knew it was coming because they were just giving up the middle of the defense. They were giving up the middle of the field the whole drive. Like, it was easy. Height, quick pitch and catch, all the way down the field. And I know for a fact Raheem Moore's in that defense, they bout about it. You know what I'm saying? So they was pretty much tricking Jaden Daniels and baiting us in to believe that the middle of the field was going to be open for the whole game, and it wasn't. So they did some disguises, and they got Jaden with one, man. They acted like they was going to blitz from the left side, and then they let a man drop back in that lane. So when Jaden, it's just a quick read, drop back, foot in the ground, ball out. And unfortunately, Jaden Daniels threw a pick. They got him good. But one thing I love about Jaden Daniels, when he make a mistake, he ain't finna make that same mistake twice. I think he threw 2 picks in one game this year, but it wasn't the same type of pick, is what I'm saying. But yeah, so that gave him momentum. Then BJ just cooked up, and he was just doing what he had to do. And Michael Davis couldn't really stop nobody out there, but I mean, what you want, St. Juice out there? I mean, St. Juice came in for a couple plays. He didn't do much better. I mean, Michael Davis, I don't like Michael Davis here either. I was hoping Emmanuel Forbes would pan out, but he didn't. So at the end of the day, we stuck with what we stuck with. Marshawn Lattimore injured up right now. Hopefully his hamstring ain't as serious as it's made out to be. Hopefully it's just something that he just, dealing with, that he can get, heal up for the playoffs. He don't need to play next week in Dallas. I tell you that. I know we the 6th seed or whatever the case may be, but having us healthy going to the playoffs is more important than staying the 6th seed. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, by the time halftime came, we was down 17-7. And it was looking like we thought to have to go to Dallas next week and try to pull out a win against a division rival to get into the playoffs. And no other fan base will rather want that than the Cowboys. And I'm not scared of the Cowboys. I'm not scared of the Eagles or the Giants. It's just a simple fact of I would rather play against somebody that's not our division rival. That's like playing with a family member. They call it family business. When you play against somebody in the division, they know what you want to do. You know what they want to do. It's just about out executing. But when you play somebody totally different, like the Rams or somebody like that, then they really don't know what you want to do. Only thing they can do is go off tape. Whereas though, if you play with somebody in the same division for years, twice a year, you already know what they want to do. So, like I said, I hope that Lattimore sit out, and I hope that all the starters that's banged up sit out, and even Jaden Daniels, man, like, yeah, he can play, but let him play a little bit. Don't let him play the whole game. I feel like, especially if the O-line gonna be banged up like that, like we lost Tyler Biadasz during the game, and without him at center, it's tough, man. We saw what it was like against the Saints, and then we saw what it was like during this game. Jaden got sacked a couple times, and luckily we was able to win this game. But yeah, man, so they had Terry McLaurin pretty much buttoned up, but he still could have caught more passes. It's just that Jaden Daniels was inaccurate a little bit, and Terry was dropping the ball a little bit. Terry dropped like 2 or 3 passes, maybe 2, that he should have caught. And because he did that, the limited times that they did target Terry, it ain't panning out to be much. I think he had 1 catch on the night. But OZ had himself a night because, they try to make sure they could rotate to Terry to take out Terry for the game. And that means the next man up is going to be able to eat. So the Jamison Crowders, the the Alameda Zacchaeus or the Zach Ertz. Like, everybody else should be able to eat. And Terry is cool with, taking on that beef so that way everybody else can eat. He don't care. He just want to win the game. I know he want to get his catches and whatnot, but he more so want to win. And I'm with Terry on that one. Hopefully in the offseason we get some more threats here so that way they can't just hone in on one person, and try to take away one person. Because if they take away Terry, they know they're going to have this other badass receiver on the other side that they got to actually watch because he can take over the game as well. So, yeah, we start making that comeback, man. I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, we actually about to lose this game. And then as soon as I start feeling like that, some said, we got JD5. And knowing that we got JD5, it ain't over until it's over. It ain't over until it's over, Slim. And it was still time left on the clock. When they put together that long drive coming out the half, and we marched all the way down the field and got those points, I said, okay, cool. We're going to be all right. If we could just get out our own way, stop having all these damn penalties. We had 13 penalties. The most penalties we had all season long. I think that's a record. Like, we had 13 penalties over 100 yards. Like, we got to tighten that up, man. We got to tighten it up for the playoffs because we can't be beating ourselves, man. We can't be beating ourselves, man. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that DQ and the whole staff is going to tighten that up and bring the guys together on Tell the Truth Monday, which is today, and actually say that, we got to clean all that up, man. We got to clean it. If we want to beat anybody and be successful, we can't be beating ourselves. Point blank, period. It should have never came down to the game being as tight as it was at the end of the game. It shouldn't. It shouldn't have came down to that. So, we just got to handle what we can handle and, try to better ourselves. And I think we'd be pretty much unstoppable for real. Like Jaden Daniels said, I like my team against anybody. I like that confidence, young man. I like JD5 against anybody defense, But at the end of the day, man, I'm just proud of my team. Shout out to those who stepped up. OZ had himself a day. Chris Rodriguez had himself a day. Of course, Jaden Daniels had himself a day. And defense played pretty well outside of them big runs they gave up in the first half. They pretty much put the clamps on BJ and they pretty much put the clamps on him for the second half. So I was pleased with the way they came back. Secondary wise, although they didn't have no real threats at wide receiver other than Drake London, I was disappointed to see Kyle Pitts actually getting some targets and some catches. He even caught the touchdown to in the game to get in the lead. To tie the game. He even caught that touchdown pass, and he ain't been doing that all year. 2 weeks ago, we were talking about Kyle Pitts. They might let him go or trade him. So I think we need to do better with that, but I'm not going to nitpick everything that we need to tighten up. I think that each game holds its own weight, and in this game, we did just enough to get by. Would I like for us to have blown them boys out? Yeah, we all would have. So, but that ain't what happened. And what happened was we won the game. When I saw Roddy Patterson, I'm like, ain't that our old kicker? Yeah, it is. We let Riley Patterson go early in the season. I know this fool ain't finna put us out and make us have to go get a playoff berth against the Cowboys. When he kicked it, I said, oh, it's over. And it looked like it was a straight line drive, had all the strength and the leg power behind it. I'm sitting here saying to myself, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, Jesus. And sure enough, I'm saying to myself, Lord Jesus, please let him miss that kick. Please miss the kick. All I want is for you to miss the kick. Just miss it. That's it. Just miss it. And sure enough, that's exactly what he did. He missed that kick. So, yeah, I'm excited. Because he missed the kick. And I said, we going to overtime? We going to overtime? Okay, so I don't know why their coach ain't use their timeouts, but that's something they got to deal with. That's not our problem. That's their problem. They can figure that out on their time, but they ain't use their timeout, so they ain't give themselves a fighting chance, and that's on them. We went to overtime, and when they said heads, I said, oh, nah, they must don't know that tails never fails, baby. Tails never fails. When they say heads and they say, it's tails, and we got the ball, I said right then and there, it's over. It's over now, move over. It's my turn now, it's over. The game shut down. Sorry. Jaden Daniels, when he pointed to the other sideline when he missed that field goal because they already knew what time it was. They already knew what time it was. When we got in that overtime and we got the ball and we was marching down the field, I think we gave B-Rob the ball one time, but Chris Rodriguez was in the game. Man, oh man, like Chris Rodriguez, man, been stepping up, man. And just to see the guy bounce back after being on the roster, you know, being a Ron Rivera draft pick and being on the roster and then not making the team, being on the practice squad, then being added to the roster 2 to 3 different times, and then cut. Then had to give his number up to Marshawn Lattimore when he came here, like he a real team player. And now to see, you know, him actually flourishing, like in crunch time, man, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing. That's how you don't quit and you keep your head on the swivel and you narrow your vision. You make sure that, you know, when your number's called, you ready to go. And for sure, that boy was ready to go. He was out there putting that work in. I'm talking about everybody. I seen people on Facebook, social media. Who is this Rodriguez guy? Who is Chris Rodriguez? He been on the team. He just ain't been doing what he doing tonight. I mean, he had some little strong runs last season, but he didn't look as impressive as he do now. So, yeah, Chris Rodriguez did his thing. We got all the way down there. Zach Ertz, man, he dropped a pass early on. Jaden Daniels threw supposed to be a touchdown, and he high threw it. You know what I'm saying? And it hit Ertz's hand. He just ain't catching it in the end zone. He's my bad. But when it all came down to winning the game in overtime, Ertz made sure he caught that ball, and then it was up. Commanders, baby! Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Yes, we're in the playoffs. Let's celebrate, man. Let's celebrate. Celebrate for a couple of days, and then we're going to let it go. But we're going to take this next 24 hours, and we're going to celebrate. Hell, the next 48 hours, we're going to celebrate. And then we're going to get ready for Dallas on Wednesday. You feel me? So, yeah, man. We're in the playoffs, baby. Tell a friend. We ain't win 11 games since 1991. We haven't been to the playoffs since 2020. I really don't even want to count 2020, but we did go to the playoffs. We did go to the playoffs in 2020 during COVID season. Only reason why I don't want to count it because we didn't have a winning season and our whole division stunk. It was a mean stench coming from the NFC East in 2020 during COVID season. So I really don't even want to count that as a playoff clinching a victory. Like we went there and we had Taylor Heineke starting. Nothing against Taylor Heineke, that's my guy. But he was only on the team for like 4 weeks. We had a quarterback carousel going on. And we hosted the Bucks because we won a division. And Tom Brady and them put us out of our misery. So yeah, we're in the playoffs, man. 6 seed. Hell of a game, Commanders. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yes, Lord. I'm loving it. We're in the playoffs, baby. 11-5. Looking forward to seeing whoever. We the 6th seed. Looking forward to see whoever. Like Jaden Daniels said, I like my chances against any team. I like my team against any team. And that's how I feel. So yeah, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, man. We just starting this thing up. I've been doing this already for a minute, but on another channel. This is my new channel, so make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button, and turn that bell on for when I do drop these videos. I'm gonna be dropping more frequent videos. You know, we got the we got the playoffs coming up. So before we get to the off season, we got the playoffs coming up. But I'm gonna be here every game. After the game, some news pop up. I might do a little video, whatever the case may be. But let's talk about it, baby. We got Dallas Week coming up this week. Dallas Week. Like, share, subscribe, man. We out, man. Everything Commanders with your boy Dream Team Buddha. Let's get it.